Yo, what is up, everyone? I'm back here with another video. You guys see we just had a little warm-up game there. So we are going to be playing with the team I used to win LAIC. Overall, this team is a pretty strong team. It's a Tailwind team, obviously, so it gets to exploit a lot of the broken tools, Turner Shifu, Torn Drago, like a lot of cool stuff. So I think overall, like, the team's definitely really strong. Obviously, some of its shortcomings come from sometimes in the mirror. It can be a little bit difficult, especially if a lot of the mons are faster. But for the most part, it's actually overall a pretty good team, I'd say, right? I really enjoyed using it at LASC. It definitely felt like really strong, and I think going forward too, it won't be a bad team at all. It's just going to be about how you play it. But yeah, I think overall teams like this are just like a lot of fun to play, especially these Torn teams, because you get to put in a lot of pressure. You get to click like attacking buttons. You get to make reads. It's pretty flashy sometimes. So it's pretty cool. But anyways, so we're up against a Chien-Pao, Dragonite, Zapdos, Stonjourner, Iron Hands for draft team. Into a team like this, you can usually just lead something like Torn and Goldango. The Goldango's EV'd to live a Sucker Punch in Terra Steel plus E-Speed from Dragonite, so that puts on a lot of pressure. We could keep our Drago in the back because Dragon Energy is really good into a lot of these Pokemon besides Chien-Pao D-Knight. And then I think our last slot being maybe an Intimidate would be good because besides the fact that they have a Zapdos, like everything else like doesn't appreciate being intimidated. So I think that's pretty reasonable for us. We could have done Urshifu and Arcanine back instead of Drago, but I actually really like Drago in this matchup as long as we position it properly, so I would prefer to probably go with that. Okay, it's going to be G-Zap. So, like, they don't have anything that could one-shot us, so I kind of want to just go for a Bleak Wind here and just go for a Make It Rain and just get, like, a ton of free damage off, right? Like, we have Sash, so we won't die to Brave Bird. If they click U-Turn, it doesn't really matter. We're still going to get a lot of damage off. I feel like this is a very safe position to just go for, like, a double attack. The only reason why I don't want to click Terra Steel is because if they make a read in close combat into our gold, that could be really bad, right? So, alright, cool. We probably could have just turn one, knock them out. Had we just click Terra Steel, Make It Rain, maybe? But let's see. They're probably gonna bring in Iron Hands if I had to guess. I think in general the key is gonna be like not allowing anything like them to get too much damage, right? Okay, we go here. So I think the main thing is just kind of managing that. I mean, we kind of have to make sure they don't do too much damage, right? All right. Okay. They bring out the Stonjourner, but like they lost Draft, so like I don't really see how they beat us here, to be honest. Like, do we just double attack? I feel like we just double attack. I mean, obviously they could fake us out, but I feel like if they have a setup move here, they go for it. So we could just go for the attack. Yeah, because that's a lot of damage on hands. Oh wow, we kind of just went crazy with Torn Gold. Rockslide goes first. But we have Sash. Get the attack off. As long as we don't flinch here, I think we're fine. So just attack. Okay. Alright, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, but they made the read that we were going to Terra Steel, which is interesting. Okay. We're just going to go for a Tailwind here, because at this point now, like, we have the speed advantage, right? They go for Wide Guard. This is fine, because if they kill something, we're just going to get a free, we're gonna get a free switch. And we can just keep forcing Stonjourner to click Wide Guard and do nothing, right? So, let's see. Okay, Bidrin Puncher Torn, which is fine. We finally get it off the field. Torn getting off the field a lot of the times is a good thing as long as it got a Bleak Wind or two off, because then you got like some chip and then you get a free switch into your partner. Sash was actually really good for me at LASC. I really enjoyed the item. No, I want to do Drago. Because then we can just click Earth Power into Iron Hands and just click Make It Rain, and if they don't click Wide Guard, then they lose it. See what they do. I just don't think they have any good switches. Yep, Earth Power comes out here. Maybe if they're Dragonite in the back and they go for Terra Normal E-Speed, that could be a little scary. Because they don't have, they still have Terra available, right? So that could maybe be scary. I mean, as soon as the stun Jorner's gone, like the game's kind of over, right? So. Oh wait, yeah, it's G-Zap. I don't know why I said it would be anything else. We could just Draco Meteor here and just go for a Make It Rain again. Like, there's no reason for us not to click Make It Rain. Like, if they don't wide guard, then they lose. And Dragon or Draco Meteor should just be able to knock out the Zapdos. The nice thing about this team too is it steamrolls pretty quickly, right? So your games end really fast if you're playing properly, because you can just, you know, go through games really quickly. Okay. Is that Terra Steel? Yeah, it's Terra Steel. Okay. I mean, I think the thing is here is like they don't really. Okay, we miss. But they also called that we weren't going to make it rain again, I guess. That, like, is a little unfortunate that we missed, but, like, I actually think it might work out in our favor because then we just get a full power Earth power next turn. Or we could just click Dragon Energy if they decide to target the gold. No, Thunderous Kick. Yeah, we could just click Earth Power here now. Earth Power, and then click Make It Rain, and that should be game. Yeah, I mean, they lost anyways. I think they were Scarf Zapdos, so they were locked into whatever, right? So they couldn't really do much past there. So, yeah, it was really just a game of, like, you can't hit my Goldingo if I don't Terra, so why am I going to Terra it, right? Like, if we had Terra'd it, it could have been a bit dicier situation because then they could Thunderous Kick spam. If they click Wide Guard consistently and then click Thunderous Kick, it would have forced me to Draco or Earth Power into Stun Jorner, which then would have given them opportunities to maybe win with Zapdos. But even then, like, because I had a full health... Actually... Maybe if Tailwind expired, Arcanine could have lost, right? But, yeah. I had Terra. It's probably a bit of a reach either way. But, yeah. So, let's see what we're up against next. I think we'll definitely aim to get at least, like, 4 games in today. So. Alright, so we're against a Screens team with Meowscarada, Okidogi. Alright, this is a little bit crazy. I do feel like into these kind of teams, if you immediately just pressure the Grim with Make It Rain, and then you have the Drago in the back, the Drago can clean really well, because they don't really have any immunities besides Grim. And then Urshifu just to crit their screens. The only thing that could be scary is like Meowscarada and Sinistcha as like an endgame, which then could encourage you to bring like Arcanine. But then that's kind of weak to Okidogi, so I kind of prefer the Urshifu, just because the Urshifu can put on a lot of pressure with like Surging Strikes. So I feel like it works pretty good in this situation. Let's see. Oh, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Yeah, drink it. While we're waiting. Alright, I'm back. What do they have? What do they have? What do they have? Alright, Meowscarada and Grimmsnarl. How scary is that? I kind of feel like a Tailwind Terra Steel Make It Rain or a Bleakwind Terra Steel Make It Rain is like very safe here, so we're just gonna go for it. If we just clear the board turn 1, like the game's just kind of over, right? Terra Dark Band knockoff maybe kills gold? Nah, not even. I doubt it. Oh, they make the read. Okay. Free damage. Okay. Knockoff. Trick Room. Okay, so they expected us to just go for a Tailwind, but we just didn't, so that's kind of silly from them. Does it hurt us to have a Rain Dance? I don't think so. Because then we just can't miss, right? So we're just going to go for Make It Rain. I mean, wait, Meowscarada should just go down. Okay, they're going to Sucker. That makes sense. To keep the gold, like, low. I mean, this is a really good turn, too, for us, I think. Being able to just straight KO. Okay. Let's see. They bring out Moltres and Goldango. I kind of just feel like we just throw our Mons at them right now because we want to get as much damage as possible. They don't have Roost or anything, I don't think, on Galar or Moltres. This might be double setup. Oh, okay. Interesting. Maybe they're AV on Moltres. Let's see how much this does. That'll tell us. I know they have light screen up, but that's definitely AV Moltres. I think our goal is to just stall out the oh, we slowed them down. That's actually probably worse. I think our goal is to like stall out the Trick Room. Like maybe let them go for Make It Rain here. Because they're probably going to Make It Rain. Yeah, there's 2 turns left. So we protect here, stall a turn, go for Make It Rain. If we lose gold, it's fine. Doesn't knock out, so. They go for Shadow Ball. Okay, so they're just really like trying to capitalize here off of that. But I think if we Tailwind and then click Dragon Energy surging into the gold the next turn, like we just win the game. So I think, yeah, we just Tailwind here. We accept that we're going to lose our Torn and gold, and then we have Rain Up anyways. So it's really not that big of a deal. I'll double check to make sure we'll have Rain Up that turn. Yeah, 2 turns of Rain, so we'll be fine for sure. We click Tailwind here to make sure we outspeed. Just click Make It Rain. And then after that, we'll have Ursh and Drago, and we just click Dragon Energy and Surging, and the game's over. Oh, they don't hit it. Is that bad? Maybe not necessarily. Okay, we weaken their Make It Rain a little bit. Do we kill Moltres? Maybe we kill Moltres. Because their gold is weak. It's only +1. It'll never kill our Ursh. Our Ursh is really bulky on this team. And then we have a pin with Dragon. That seems fine to me, honestly. I actually like that a lot. I think that's fine. Because we just go for surging into Moltres. The only way it would be bad is if it's Terra Water, and even then I still think we might get the KO on it. So we're going to just double up on it. And we can bait the gold Terra out. I think it's Terra Dragon on gold, Molstar. Terra Dragon would make sense. Interesting, no Terra. Speed drop doesn't make a difference. Double speed drop. It's pretty funny, actually. Surging should just clean knockout. Okay. Goodbye. And maybe Shadow Ball comes out here. We should live. Yep. Yep, nice. And now we just click Rain Dance Surging. And if they go for a Terra Dragon, then Drago just wins. So, should be 100% fine for us here. Yep, Drago's in the back. Rain Dance here. And then let's make sure Tailwind's up. Yep. Surging into 50 gold. That's fine. If you make it rains especially, it's fine. Because then it's neutral versus our Drago. Okay, yep. There you go, Terra Dragon. He's trying. He's going for it. Alright. Rain Dance. It's a speed drop gold too, so Drago's guaranteed to be faster. Oh, this still could do a good chunk, actually. Yeah, I think he's just banking on like being able to beat the last Mon, but it's an arc. It's not arc, right? And it's not Rillaboom. So if it was Rillaboom, he'd actually have a chance here, and it'd be a little scarier. Maybe 2 wood hammers would pick it up anyways, but it get like extra lefties recovery, so it'd be close. But yeah, but yeah, anyways. And let's double check speed drop, right? Yep, that's very over. This thing would need to be super mega bulky. And I would need to be the worst Drago in the world to not get this KO. Yeah, but typically versus these screens teams, like if you just lead like gold, torn, force like some trades early, and then you just kind of win with Drago and Ursh in the back, it's pretty fun. That's what was the strongest about this team when I used it, honestly, was just the fact that like you with Specs Gold, you could just like take some early KOs, force like big damage trades, and then you would just win with your back too if you played properly, right? Like the only thing you have to be careful with Drago is like the way you play it is you're trying to like either force its threats to Terra into something unfavorable for them, or like you would Terra Steel, make it rain, like, and try and catch like stuff like Flutters, or try and catch Bonds that would deal Drago, and then you'd bring out Drago in the end, and that was it. So like, it was funny though, because you can also exploit that versus good players. So at the MSS, when I was playing versus Eric Rios at LAIC, he played the whole game like I was going to have Drago in the back, because that's normally what you do with this team, right? You'd play early to kind of remove everything, and then win with Drago in the back. But I kept my Arcanine in the back instead of Drago because I figured he'd do that, and it just straight won me the game because he preserved Flutter to the end, and then Arc came out and it was over. So, all right, we'll continue again. I wonder what team we're gonna pull next. We've only been pulling like a little weird team, so I'm curious if we'll pull like a more standard team. Actually, when I was because I do a couple practice games before I like record the games sometimes, and it was interesting because I had actually like run into a couple standard teams in a row, so it's interesting we've only played like kind of weirder teams these past couple games. All right, this is a pretty normal team, but this matchup's actually insanely good for this team for the most part, to my understanding from like the games I played. So you want to lead with your Torn and Goldango. The only way that's kind of like rough is if they lead Heatran, but then that's kind of why you keep Urshifu in the back, right? And then Drago in the back is really good as well, as long as you clear away their Chien-Pao and Dragonite. So I think we can go with that. I'm trying to think, do we want to change our Drago, or do we want to use the same one? Let's see. For what it's worth, honestly, I feel like we could just go with Drago. Yeah, it gives us more than enough damage. Like, I think Dragon Energy, Draco Meteor is good. If they said Trick Room, like, we gotta be a little bit careful, obviously, because that can still put some pressure on us. I still think there are ways to outplay in Trick Room, and at least we have 2 Grass Resists. Actually, 3 Grass Resists. So it's not like Rilla is, like, super ideal into us either, even though it's good in the Ursh. All right. Urshifu in the lead. Usually it's Scarf Ursh on this team. I kind of want to just click Tailwind and just Terra Steel, make it rain on him immediately. Right? Like, It would do a ton of damage. I could also just T-Bolt immediately instead. I could also just hard switch to Ursh instead and reposition and scout out their move. I actually kind of like that play a lot. Because then, like, even if they get, like, some damage off, they'd have to make a read to click close combat in the gold, right? And even if they didn't, right, like, we'd still have plays. Like, I think they're more likely to Surging Strikes in the gold. So let's see. Okay, we go for Tailwind here. They're gonna go for Terra Water Surging. I wonder if they're gonna protect their POW, because that actually seems kind of likely. They don't protect POW. Do they sucker? They don't sucker. Okay, they're surging probably into Torn, right? No, they go into Ursh. Are they crunching? Or Sacred Swording? Maybe they Sacred Sword, make the read? Let's see. Maybe Ice Move, actually. Ice Move would probably make the most sense. Yeah. I think here we just Rain Dance and click Surging into their Chien-Pao. Because then we don't die to Sucker, and we just put pressure on anything in the back from them. And if we lose our own Ursh, then that means we get a free switch into gold, which then means we can Thunderbolt into the Ursh. And that way we don't die to Sucker as well, right? Because if we try and Bleak Wind here and then they Sucker us and then they go for Surging, that's like a really bad turn for us. So exactly. Nice. Okay, goodbye, POW. They're gonna do a lot of damage. They might actually just straight KO or shear. Yep, that's gonna KO our Ursh for sure. And this is where we bring in gold and just click Thunderbolt. If they bring out Dragonite for some reason, then maybe we consider clicking Make It Rain, but I think Thunderbolt's always like our safe play here. So we're gonna do gold first. Okay, they have Heatran in the back. So actually that's a little scary, potentially. We're gonna protect here, keep our... actually, no. We pin the slot with Bleak Wind. If they click Heat Wave, it doesn't matter to us. So we always just keep the Urshifu slot on us. This should be like a very reasonable turn for us. And Drago should be able to win the end game anyways versus these two mons. Because there's a very good chance Rillaboom comes in here, actually. We could have Shadow Balled, maybe. Maybe Shadow Ball was a better play. But then we leave ourselves susceptible to some other plays. So, let's see. Shadow Ball definitely might have been better. Oh, never mind. We made the right play. We made the right play for sure. Okay, that works out. That's fine. Speed drop doesn't matter on that one. That works out super well now, actually. Because now we can just throw an Earth Power into the Heatran. The only thing is that our Tailwind turns are limited. Like, this is our last turn, so it's going to come down to a mind game between the Ursh and the... Well, actually, let's see if they even have Protect. Do we even want to try and let them get Trick Room off here? And set up for a double KO? Because that would win us the game. Because Furdraft isn't pressuring us. I think we're actually supposed to double target. Yeah, we're supposed to double target Heatran and leave Furdraft alone. Exactly. Okay. So this works out. Yep, and then we double targeted it, so it's fine. This should guarantee the game for us, actually. Because now we can Dragon Energy really safely here. We just click Dragon Energy here, and we click, yeah. Dragon Energy, and we click Thunderbolt, and that guarantees a game. That was actually really smart that we double targeted the Heatran here and there. All right. Yep, that's gonna go into gold. Yep. And then we're just gonna get a free Dragon Energy, and that should be game. Nice. Dude, Drago's such a good cleanup mon. And that's nice too, because this is kind of the nice thing with gold Dragos. You can kind of set up some really good pins where, like, yeah, if you kill my gold, like, sure, you get rid of it, but then my Drago gets free reign, and then if you target my Drago, my gold just gets to knock you out. So that was kind of the nice thing when you got to get these two mons together. If you played it properly, they could put on a lot of pressure together. Okay. Let's get one more in for the vid. So far I've been going pretty well though. I'd say that team, so like that's kind of what I meant about having a good matchup into that team, by the way. They kind of get overwhelmed by offense really easily. Even if they lead for a draft, as long as they're not Terra Fire Trick Room, like you can just click Terra Steel, make a rain, and just wipe the fur draft immediately. So they just don't have many like direct options to kind of get you, right? So you can definitely do a lot with it. All right, so we're against number 312. All right, so they're using Tailwind. I do feel pretty good about the gold Torn lead in this instance. I think that we do that lead and then maybe keep our own Ursh in the back. So this is one of those teams, though, where like it can be a little bit scary if their Moongus gets in the right position versus us. So we can either pick between using Arcanine, because Arcanine's good into a lot of their Pokemon besides the Urshifu, or we can go with the Rillaboom because it kind of pins everything except for a Moongus. But then it's going to be really important that we kind of preserve our Torn and Gold at least a little bit longer. I kind of prefer playing with the Arc because I kind of want to be able to throw Gold at them and then win with like Arc and Ursh in the back. So, and we could switch an Arc if we need to early on, right? Like the nice thing with Arc in the back is too, if they lead like Flutter Hands, you could just protect and switch an Arc and then Tailwind, Flare Blitz. Or like Rock Slide, depending on what you expect them to do. Okay. Or in this case, actually, being able to lead it into, or being able to switch it into this is really nice. I kind of like the idea of switching an Arc here and just going for a Make It Rain immediately, just because you'll get a bunch of free damage and like you'll never die to Sucker here, because you get the Intimidate down. And it covers if they go for Fake Out, right? Nice. Okay, so they tried to read our Terra Steel. Okay, nice. So this works out for us pretty decently, actually. They're really forced to Terra Ghost here if they want to get any momentum. I kind of feel like we have a very safe switch into Ursh. We could also just opt to go on the offensive here and just click Flare Blitz, switch in Torn maybe, if we're expecting them to just protect, because that could also be like a very reasonable option. We could also Terra Fairy, Terra Blast. We have a lot of good options here, I feel like. I kind of want to just switch back into Torn, to be honest, and then just go for a Make It Rain. And if we get KO'd by Sucker, as long as they don't Wild Charge and read the switch, like we should be fine. If they do, even then, we still have like ways to come back, right? So. Yep, that's fine. They're probably going for Drain Punch. That's some good chip. Anything's good chip on an Iron Hands. Okay. So they're going to get some health back. That's actually a pretty sizable chunk they did to us, actually. So they're going to heal most of the Make It Rain back. But here we can just Tailwind here and just switch in our Arcanine again. And then we're going to have our Urshifu in a pretty good position. Okay. Yep, that's fine. What comes out here? Okay, their own Urshifu. We're gonna switch again. Okay. I wasn't expecting Torn to live that, but it just goes to show you like how strong Iron Hands is, huh? Alright, so this is good because we do set up a pin with Thunderbolt on the Urshifu slot. Or not a pin, but like basically like if Chen Pao comes in, you know, it can go down to Thunderbolt, and then if Urshifu stays in, it could also go down to Thunderbolt. We just have a lot of good situations here that we can force. Lag? Lag, game? I think they rage quit. Bro. Oh boy. I think they just kind of knew they were in a bad position, maybe. I don't know. Like, maybe they just disconnected. Because, like, I mean, I felt like it was pretty good for us, for sure. But also, like, I guess there's always ways back in, right? Nah, let's go one more, since we had the disconnect. That will help our rating, though, so can't complain. You guys should definitely be excited for the next team we have coming, though. We're going to be doing a King Gambit team with Gastrodon, and then we're also going to be using a Roaring Moon team, like the Roaring Moon balance stuff as well. So trying to kind of nail all the teams that are kind of common in this metagame for you guys, so you guys can just have those teams and see them play. We're playing a very similar team to Alex Gomez's team, except that it has an Ogerpon Fire on it, which is different. I believe it was I forgot what the last slot was, but it was not Ogerpon Fire. This team is really, really weak to Drago. Like, to the point where, like, if you just do Torn Dango, maybe clear the Flutter, and then you just kind of win with Drago, that'd be nice. Do I want Urshifu? Probably. Actually, no, they might try and match Tailwind, so maybe leaving Drago isn't the worst idea. Actually, to be honest, maybe this team just doesn't really like dealing with this. Because then you can just switch an arc for the slot that you don't like in that situation. And then just go for a Terra Steel Maker Rain. I'm going to go with that, actually. Usually these teams try and capitalize off of Torn being led. So keeping Torn in the back here with Arcanine might be good because then we get a free pivot. We're definitely not taking our Urshifu, which obviously could be a drawback in some cases. But they have Double Grass and Mence and Dozo. So, like, it's fine. Okay, so they're going to go with that lead, which is fine. I kind of want to just play really aggressive here, but we could get punished pretty hard for that as well. I kind of want to just click Make It Rain and Earth Power, though. Maybe Terra Poison. Do we Terra Poison? Let's see. If we Terra Poison... Maybe we don't, because if they Tailwind, it's fine, right? Oh, we could lose 2 Monzo if we do this wrong. So maybe we're supposed to Terra Poison out of safety. Yeah, I think Terra Poison out of safety makes sense. Yeah, because if we lose our Drago, like, the game's just over. I also think it's Magma Storm on Heatran. Yep. Oh, they crit! Oh, no, they crit us. Wait, no? Is that Specs? That might be Specs Men's. Oh, we might just lose, actually, on turn 1 off of that. Oh, no. Why did we play another game? Maybe if he misses Magma Storm, we have a chance. That's definitely Specs. Oh, I wish I had Urshifu in the back so hard right now. Okay. All right. We have a game. We're going to bring in Torn here, because we could pressure a Bleak Wind, at least. We could also Rain Dance, but that doesn't really work because they're going to Draco us. We have to switch in Arc here, Protect, and then we want to go for... No, we go for a Bleak Wind here, get the KO. We can win, but it's definitely rough. Like, that was not ideal at all, by any means. If we had Urshifu in the back and switching in Ursh here, that probably would have been better. Oh, don't miss Defense. Okay, nice. That's fine. I mean, it's still not great, but it's better than missing the mounts. Okay, they Heat Wave again. They miss. Arcanine. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's a game. It's a game. We're getting pretty lucky. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, this is definitely a bit of luck. What are they gonna bring out? Flutter. We could just Flare Blitz it. We could just straight Flare Blitz it. If we kill Flutter, or it's not great for gold though. We could also Rock Slide here and just play to our odds. Honestly, like Rock Slide might just be the best play, to be honest. Because like, yeah, if we get a flinch on them, we're in a really good spot. This is definitely we're banking on luck a little bit. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about Shadow Ball. I care about whether I flinch Heatran or not. Okay. Can we still win this? That is the question. How do we win? How do we win? Shadow Ball could kill, actually. Potentially. The problem is that, like... I think our way to win is this. We click Rain Dance, and we click Shadow Ball, kill Flutter, and then we have to Shadow Ball, Bleak Wind into Heatran. That would be the way to win. Because he's going to Heat Wave here. Oh, wait. Oh, Tailwind's not up. Okay, we lost anyways. Wait, no, Tailwind is up. Wait, what? Maybe I missed it, and they had a speed booster, and I wasn't paying attention. That's probably what happened. Did I set someone? No, Bleak Wind. Oh, Mystic Gold? Oh my god, I'm getting so lucky right now. Holy moly. Oh, okay, never mind. I got burned. I was gonna say, I was like, this is a lot of luck in one game. That's kind of insane. This guy was probably like going insane, like smashing his keyboard. Or smashing his controller. What's the back? Do I have a chance? Oh, it's Dozo? No shot. Because he's going to Earth Power, right? So I have to hope, like, Dozo, for some reason, just has a terrible moveset and is not going to click Wave Crash. Crit. Yeah, no. GG's. I think, like, the thing is, in this game, maybe, like... Dude, Spec Spence is crazy. Because we didn't get crit. I don't think we got crit. And we still died. So, like, that has to be Specs, because there's no other way that Ment's, like, just straight kills like that, right? So, that was definitely, like, crazy. I was not expecting a Specs Ment's. And, like, the fact that just Specs, like, Draco metered and just killed, it was like, dude, like, what am I supposed to do? Let me actually double check that real quick before we get off. Damage calculator. Salamence, and then it's a Regidrago. There was no multiplier shown. Like, there was no life orb or anything. Okay. Okay, and then let's do Draco Meteor. Even with no bulk, like, Regidrago should not be taking that much. Poison. Okay, let's make it 252 modest. Yeah, that like has to be Specs. Let's see, Specs. Okay, yeah, so it was just 252 modest Specs. Oh no, guys. Wait, does Dragon Maw affect every move, or does it affect just Drago? Dragon Maw ability. Maybe that's... If a Dragon type move is used by a Pokemon with this ability... Oh no, so it doesn't increase... Okay, yeah, so it literally doesn't increase anyone else's. Because it says powers up Dragon type moves, but it's only yeah, that's only the Pokemon I'm using. Because that doesn't make sense, because Regieleki is the same thing. Yeah, I think they were just Specs, and they just like destroyed us. That's kind of insane, actually. But yeah. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed these games. We'll be taking some new teams on ladder as well after this, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm planning on daily uploading. I just kind of had to take a 2-week break because I was traveling a lot for LAIC. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Peace.